Coming up in this week's episode, I'll be sharing details on a brand new area coming to LEGOLAND Florida in 2019. Along with that, SeaWorld San Diego have announced their 2019 edition in the forms of a brand new coaster. I'll be sharing all the details in this week's video. All of that and so much more coming up in this episode of TPW Weekly. I'm Sean Sandbrook, and that means it's time to cue those titles. It's Wednesday the 17th of October 2018 and welcome to this week's episode. So yes, as I mentioned last week, there's been so many new videos over the past few weeks on the channel, and that's continued over the past 7 days. We've had some brand new vlogs from the Florida trip, and there's still a few more to come on the channel in the next week or so stay tuned for those. And of course, mixed in with the Florida trip, I've just come back from Sweden as well, so them videos are all to come over the next week or so as well. Liseberg was brilliant for their Halloween event. I've done a full vlog, of course, walked through the scare zones, spoke about the different scare attractions, and of course I went on Valkyria for the first time, and yeah, I absolutely loved their new dive coaster. There's a video coming up on that in the next couple of days, so stay tuned for that. In terms of Halloween and Scream Park Worldwide, it's our biggest Halloween ever this year. We're doing more events than ever before, over 80 different scare attractions, and we're not even halfway through yet. In fact, Halloween continues today, as in Wednesday for me and Charlotte. We're going to Dr. Fright's Halloween nights this evening. Tomorrow we're at Scare Kingdom. We then got Chessington Halloween. Of course, we're going to be going to Tully's Farm. That's all in the next few days. And then coming up next week, Fear Island at Fantasy Island. We've got Screamland down at Dreamland Margate. So much to come. Honestly, we're not even halfway through yet with our Halloween content, and that's going to continue over the next few weeks and take you through till the first week, maybe into the second week of November, depending on how quick I can get stuff edited and uploaded. Obviously, I always try my best to get the content on as quick as I can do, but also don't want to rush it either, because at the end of the day I want the quality to be the best it can be for you guys. And yeah, we keep moving forward with Halloween, so much to come, and then into fireworks. I'll be at Alton Towers fireworks for a couple of nights, and then at Drayton Manor as well, so stay tuned for vlogs from all of those. Anyway, let's move on, shall we, to our creepy news roundup. Now, of course, the past couple of months has been fantastic for theme park announcements. A lot of parks have announced their 2019 editions, along with also some parks looking as far ahead as 2020 and beyond. So we've had quite a lot of theme park news. Sounded like Buzz Lightyear then, didn't I? 2020 and beyond. But yeah, it's great when all the parks announce things. Not quite as much to talk about this week, but there's still a couple of new additions that have been announced in the theme park world. Firstly, let's talk about the 2019 edition to LEGOLAND Florida, as they announced 3 new rides as part of a brand new themed area for 2019. As I'm talking about it, I'll put a bit of the concept art on your screen so you can see what they're adding in. But yeah, this is going to be part of a new themed area at LEGOLAND Florida called Lego Movie World. Obviously, as you can guess there by the name of the area, all based around the Lego Movie. As you know, I don't watch many movies, but I have seen the Lego Movie, and I've also seen the 4D version at Legoland Windsor, what I believe they've got at some of the other Legoland parks around the world. And yeah, I did enjoy the Lego Movie, so this I'm sure will be a great addition. I've never actually been to Legoland Florida. The amount of trips I've done to Florida, I've never been to Legoland, so I am going to say that I'm going to go there at some point in the near future and do Legoland, because I just seem to get distracted by Disney and Universal and all the other parks that I just don't really want to go to a Legoland park. But honestly, when I'm out there, I'm going to do it at some point in the future, so make sure you stay tuned for that here on the channel. They've got a wooden coaster there and a few other bits that I'd like to see. But yes, let's talk more about their new area. A bit of a description that I've took here from the press release. Guests will be able to fly aboard a triple-decker couch, ascend to the heights of Cloud Cuckoo Land. There we are, sounds interesting, from Alton Towers, doesn't it? And fight against a Duplo alien invasion in new attractions. In the Lego Movie world, guests can step into the Lego Movie universe and onto the streets of Bricksburg. So yeah, it's all very exciting, but let's talk about them 3 new rides. So the triple-decker couch, which is basically going to be a flying theatre, but a bit of a different style flying theatre from what I can see from the press release. We've got Unikitty's Disco Drop, which at first I thought that meant it was going to be like a Zamperla Disco, but no, it's not. It's a kid's drop tower from looking at the concept art just there. We then got the Battle of Bricksburg, the third and final attraction in this new area, which is going to be a splash battle. So yeah, they're the 3 new rides coming to this. It all sounds very exciting. I know there's a lot of people that love the Lego movie, kids and adults alike, so I'm sure this will bring in a lot of people to the park. Legoland Florida seem to be having a real good time over the past few years. I mean, it's quite a new park, isn't it, really? Obviously, it used to be known as Cypress Gardens. Merlin bought the park and basically took a lot of rides out and also rethemed a few bits, and since then they've added a lot to it. Because obviously, fascinating fact for you, some of you probably know this but others might not. Storm Surge that's at Thorpe Park, that actually came from Florida. It was from Cypress Gardens. And that was brought over for what, 2011 to Thorpe Park, and obviously Legoland Florida was built on that site. So yeah, there you go, little fascinating facts for you. But yeah, it's opening next year, and of course I'll share any more updates if we get them here on Theme Park Worldwide. The second announcement then this week has been from SeaWorld San Diego. Now SeaWorld are expanding a lot in terms of new rides at the moment. They're putting quite a bit over the past few years, and I look forward to seeing what they do with future additions to the rides. But Tidal Twister, again I'll put a picture on your screen so you can see the concept art, has been announced for San Diego, and this is going to open in May 2019. It's a new dueling coaster, the first of its kind in the world, so that's quite a fascinating one. It's been manufactured by Skyline Attractions. We have seen a little video of how this is going to look. I remember Skyline revealing it. Obviously SeaWorld have seen that and thought, right, we're going to snap one of those up, we're going to buy it and put it in our park. Well, these are great for a park that want a smaller investment. Obviously they've only just built Electric Eel, a premier skyrocket that what they've put in for this year at San Diego. So yeah, it's a smaller coaster what they're putting in, but still it's great to see, and the landscaping of this from the concept art looks really nice as well. Obviously it's got a 0G roll there, it's got a max speed of around 30 miles an hour, so it's not fast, but when you think, look at the seating design on that. The seats are actually facing each other, so that looks quite interesting, doesn't it? Obviously you can have the option of going on the front row and not facing anyone, but yeah, you can obviously sit facing each other, which yeah, I'm sure that'll be quite interesting, especially doing an inversion. So there you go, I'd like to know your thoughts on that. And of course there's lots of additions coming to theme parks in general for next year. What are you most excited for? We've covered a lot of them here on Theme Park Worldwide, but maybe I've missed one, maybe there's something that you're excited for that I only touched on briefly. So comment down below on this video, what are you most excited for in the theme park industry for 2019? Now another bit of news that's come out this week is from Alton Towers about the Alton Towers dungeon. Now I won't talk about it too much here because I have done a separate video showing my thoughts and what I think to it and where it's going to be going. But yeah, Alton Towers did confirm a dungeon attraction is going to be built, and the rumours are suggesting and construction works begun around the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory ride. So it looks like it's going to be going in there, and from sources that I know it does seem like it's going to be going in there, which is certainly an interesting move. But there's a lot of rumours and stuff going around at the moment. Is it going to be included in the admission? Is it going to be an upcharge? I also noticed at the site, someone sent me a photo of the construction workers outside and Merlin Magic Making, who do all the creative sides of their attractions. They sent me a photo and I noticed parts of the Twirling Toadstool were there. So is Twirling Toadstool maybe coming back, or did they just store it inside Charlie's building? Who knows, but more speculation, more stuff to talk about. So comment down below what are your thoughts on the Alton Towers dungeon, and if you've not already seen it, check out my separate video dedicated to that, and yeah, where I talk all about it and of course share my thoughts. Moving on then, it's time to talk about theme park clothing as we move into a bit of mystery merchandise. Now, of course, if you haven't guessed already, I like collecting theme park memorabilia, but something that I don't always talk about is theme park clothing. Now, of course, I've got my Steel Vengeance hoodie on here from Cedar Point. I really like this. The colour's a bit different, so I don't normally go for like this, a red or burgundy colour, but yeah, I quite like this one. But yeah, I just thought, let's talk about theme park merch. I'm going to show you one of my favourite shirts that I probably should wear more often, but I don't, to be honest. I bought this at Holiday Park in Germany. It's from Skyscream. Look at that. Obviously, it's got their Premier Ride Skyrocket 2 on there. Nothing on the back though. But yeah, it's got the logo and it's just a really out there shirt. But I'd like to know, what are your favourite theme park shirts? Do you like stuff what's a bit like, what looks a bit maybe like a designer shirt, like Hollister or Superdry, and it's like a subtle design on it? Or do you prefer it where it's a bit like this, and it, oh, on my coat hanger from Primark, and it's, you know, and it's just out there, you know what I mean? Like, these shirts are out there, it's like, oh my God, imagine walking into Tesco with that on, everybody'd be like, oh my God, like, what's he walking into Tesco like that for? Or do you prefer more, like I say, a subtle t-shirt where it might be the park's logo in at one corner, or maybe it's all in black and white or something? Comment down below, I'd love to know your thoughts on that. But yeah, that's what we're talking about this week on mystery merch. So yeah, and also I'd like to see your photos sent in for next week's Interact with the Dead. Get your photos sent in of your favourite theme park merchandise, and yeah, put it on, do a funny pose, send it in, and I'd love to see those for next week's episode. It's now time for Guess the Ride. Now this one's a bit controversial this week because most people have put one of these three coasters. Not everyone, but most people have either said that they thought it was Kraken at SeaWorld Orlando, Cumber at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay, or even Galactica at Alton Towers. Now they're the three rides what a lot of people have put. I'm happy to confirm that it is a B&M coaster, which is all of those. But yeah, it was actually Cumber from Busch Gardens Tampa Bay. So well done to anyone who got it right. It was actually from, well, the thumbnail what it now is for the Busch Gardens Tampa Bay vlog. But yeah, that iconic view of the interlocking corkscrews. Boy, don't you just love a B&M coaster with interlocking corkscrews? It's great, isn't it? It's got to be a B&M with them. It just looks really nice. But yeah, there you go. Well done to anyone who got that one right. And of course, check out our vlog from Busch Gardens Tampa that went online a couple of days back here on the channel. Anyway, moving on then, let's have another zoomed in image for this week's Guess the Ride. Here it is on your screen. And also from looking at people's feedback, a lot of people said, Sean, will you put on the image or play the sound clip of what it was the previous week? So starting from next week, I will do that. So there you go, I will show you this image again next week before I reveal what it was, basically. But yeah, there you go. What is that ride? All I want you to do is comment down below. It's just for fun. I might even drop a few hints and tips down in the comments below. I say that, but I didn't with last week because I was quite enjoying seeing which way it was going to go. But I'm sure some people are watching this now thinking, oh, for God's sake, how could I miss that? But there you go. And I'll reveal what it was in next week's episode. It's now time for the final segment. It is, of course, Interact with the Dead. Now, as I mentioned earlier on in Mystery Merchandise, I'd like you guys to send in your photos of you in a theme park hoodie, a t-shirt, whatever your favourite piece of theme park memorabilia is that you can wear. I'd like you to put it on, have a funny photo. You don't have to be at a theme park, just do some sort of funny pose at home. If it's in a theme park, even better, but don't worry if it's not. Let's get as many of those sent in as we can do for next week's episode, and we'll share them all in the video just here. Now, of course, to send them in, you can send them as a private message on our Facebook page and also on Instagram as well. If you send them on Instagram, please don't send them as a story, send them to us in an actual message. It means the quality is a lot better, and of course it'll look better for you guys to see it in the video next week. Anyway, let's talk about the items we've sent in for this week. And firstly, we've got a bit of an exclusive one here from Lee, who's got a G-force restraint just there, who sent that in to us. There you go. It seems like Drayton Manor are already trying to get rid of little bits from G-force. So there you go. You've seen it right there. Thanks for sending that one in. Then got Daniel with a Rita on-ride photo from Alton Towers. Matthew and Roy, who had a photo with me there. It was great to meet you. And then we've got Noah, who had a photo with me there as well. Good to meet you, Noah. Then got Kyle with a River Rapids on-ride photo. River Rapids on-ride photo. A bit of a tongue twister for me there today. Next up, we've got Kane, who had a photo there with me as well. We then got Hattie, who had a photo with me. So thanks for sharing that one in. And then we've got Bradley with a rock and roller coaster on-ride photo there. So thank you for sharing that one. Callum's up next with a Swarm on-ride photo from Thorpe Park. It's closed at the moment. Yeah, it seems like some extended maintenance is going to have to be done on that one. I heard that maybe there was an issue with the chain, the lift chain. So yeah, hopefully they'll be able to get that back open before the end of the season. But who knows? Thanks for your photo, Callum. We then got David and Hillary, who had a photo with me and Alex just there. Then we got Rain, Craig, Doug and Collab at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. I do apologise if I said any of your names wrong. My pronunciation is awful, but thank you very much for bearing with me and of course sending in your photo. And then we got Kian with a Megaphobia on-ride photo from Oakwood. And then we got Cal with a Walking Dead the Ride on-ride photo. I hope you enjoyed it more than I did. I'm not a huge fan of that one. We then got Lucas outside Wicker Man at Alton Towers. And then, of course, we've got Catherine with a 13 on-ride photo, also from Alton Towers. Thanks for sending in your pictures. We then got Johnny with a Smiler on-ride photo just there. And moving on, Samantha at Disneyland Paris as well. Hope you had a wonderful time. Got to meet Mickey Mouse. Moving on from that, we've got Shaniqua and Letitia on Test Track. Again, my pronunciation's awful, so I apologise if I said your names wrong. But there you go. You are on Test Track. And then we've got Alessandra up next on Stealth at Thorpe Park. So thank you very much for sending in that one. Moving on, we've got Louis with the Congo River Rapids on-ride photo there from Alton Towers. So thank you for sharing that one. And up next, we've got Jenny there, popular on the channel, Jenny, she loves watching, at Thorpe Park just there. Gavin's up next then there with a selection of Portaventura photos. And then we've got Aaron with a Wickerman resin. Yeah, some quality merch there from Wickerman at Alton Towers. And then we've got Ethan with a selection of theme park merchandise. Loving all that there, so thanks for sharing it with me. And then finally we've got William with an Alton Towers book. I've got that myself. It's a really good read, that is. I've got it in my drawers somewhere. Really good read. And yeah, I'd certainly recommend buying it if you've not already got it out there. Up next then, we've got the birthdays. And firstly, a huge happy 10th birthday to Mia. Hi out there. I'm glad you enjoy watching Theme Park Worldwide. And then happy birthdays to the following people. We've got Tommy, Laurie, Sharaf, Courtney and also Stan. Happy birthday to all of you, and of course thanks for watching the channel. Have a wonderful birthday. But yeah, that leads me on to say a bit of an extended thank you to each and every one of you for supporting Theme Park Worldwide. I can't believe just how much the channel's grown since we hit 100,000 subscribers back in March, and we're now in October and we're nearly approaching 150,000, so that is crazy. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for all of your support. I never thought the channel would get even 1,000 subscribers when I started it, never mind 143,000 that we're on now. It's crazy, it really is. But thank you very much for your support, and I very much appreciate it. Anyway, stay tuned for many videos in the next few days. Of course, daily uploads here on Theme Park Worldwide for the foreseeable future. We've got a video every day, whether it's a vlog, an episode of this, Planet Coaster, some exciting stuff with Planet Coaster coming in the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, so much more. Of course, I'm Sean Sandbrook. Keep watching Theme Park Worldwide, and of course our Halloween content here as well. And that means it's time to spook those credits. See you next Wednesday.